Hello and welcome back to some more Pennsylvania Twilight Struggle Round Robin Edition. Today facing off against Joe Leone, and hopefully my audio will work for this one, because it keeps messing up. I don't get it. It's really annoying. This mic is new. People are telling me to get a new mic. This mic is new. It's so frustrating. Okay, so we have some interesting choices here. We'll see how my friend sets up. Probably be sock govs, though I am tempted by a decall headline followed by a duck and cover shot. Yeah, if there's any chance he plays defectors, though, decall's a very, 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 very bad headline, and we shouldn't do it. Yeah, so Joe is like a 1400 something rated player, 10-3, but this is a little bit misleading. I think in our past 5 or 6 games, he's had all 3 of his wins. So, and two of the times I beat him in the last few games were like crazy DEFCON situations, and he had absolute domination over the board. So, yeah, again, don't be fooled by this, and we'll find out shortly how that turns out for us. Man, okay. Man, again, as a round robin unrated game, just between some people, he's also delaying. It might mean that he has some choices, in which case, I don't know, defectors could be a choice, I suppose. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. See, the other thing I could do here is I could sock govs and then UN intervention US Japan and try to blow Italy to hell. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's what we need to do. Okay. Okay, well, maybe decall was the way to go, but still kind of okay with this move. Oh, man, we're going to have no ops the rest of this time. This is sad. Sad day. All right, we need a 3. And we got a 1. Okay, well, even if we hadn't been purged, he could have put 1 back in there. So that's awful. Let's see if he goes to Pakistan now, or Malaysia. That is not the start we wanted. Okay. Ugh, yeah. Really hate that. Okay, influence. Fascinating. Let's make him miss out on Millops. Unless he has IP war. And see if we can also roll better this time. Now we need a 6 really, but still. Okay, we got a 1 and then a 2. Perfect! Just what we wanted! Alright, well these two won't be affected by Purge. These two will be. Might end up playing the China card just to get more access with decall. But we also need presence in the Middle East. So maybe we Romanian. Oh man, I don't like that. We need to get. We can get presence through Syria. No, we need to play decall first. Okay, he's giving us Fidel. He's gonna give 2 ops, 1 to Malaysia, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, how about 1, 2, 3, 4. Could also use a China card to take France here, so he's got a choice. Got a choice to make. Even if he puts 1 in France, though. That's good enough. Warsaw Pact. Okay. Interesting. Gonna let us go. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna event Romanian. Need to event Romanian and get 1 op into Syria. This means that he will have Dom in Asia, almost certainly. I guess we're going to hold Formosan. That was a pretty annoying purge. 1, 2... Sorry, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 up purge. I could also not worry about Middle East. Okay, he doesn't have any more scoring cards, but I think we knew that. Oh man, and overprotect France is what I was gonna say. But I think I like this because we could still get de Gaulle or Suez to deal with France if he pokes it or something. So I'm not. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Yeah, this should be in a Romanian event, I think. Surprised. Oh, there's de Gaulle. So it's just Suez. Okay. Okay. All right. So sorry. De Gaulle is discarded. Romanian is evented. Olympic is in the discard pile. I'm doing such a terrible job keeping track of things here. Warsaw Pact. Oh, Indy Reds. I don't know if that event's worth it, but okay, that's fine. Oh boy, and we got everything we wanted here. Yikes. Could get our domination. I think we headline D-stall, see if he tries to drop Europe. And again, playing a little crazy. Okay, he's not dropping Europe. So that means... Alright. 1 from there. 1 from there. 1 from there. Let's just take Poland. Alright, so we have a few ops to do stuff with here. I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Give him a lot of things to worry about. And now we get to coup. I could go for Panama here. Let's be honest, I'll probably roll terribly wherever I go. Iran also an option. Give us access back into Pakistan. Iran also, that's the interesting one. If we do Iran and do any damage whatsoever, he's probably going to want to repair it before he does anything in like Greece or Turkey or anything else like that. So, but I also, yeah, let's use a 3-op. Think I like this better than Panama right now, just because it's gonna. If we knock him out of Panama, there's no way he can respond to that. He can do other things. Okay, so now he could put some ops into Iran, reclaim his domination if he has a 3-op. Or he can just drop Europe and give us domination in the Middle East. So he has a choice to make here. We are missing a card. It is, oh, D-stall, of course. Cannot forget the D-stall. All right. At least we're up to date other than that. Hope this sound is working. Okay. Yep. All right. Sounds good to me. Let's do that. I'll trade you Doms because Europe is worth more. Definitely want to play Truman sooner rather than later, although I don't want to give him Romania for free, so. Now this is especially nice. Plan. If we Sakgovs him out of Italy now, that's an interesting play. I don't know if I agree with it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's let's just take France. He might be able to block our Europe Dom now, but then we can also play Nasser and block his Middle East Dom. So let's do it. Let's give him Marshall. Now that was a pretty good move, just to protect Italy. I mean, because now if we have Sakgovs, we can't take him out of both these spots. Although Sakgovs and Suez, which is actually still in the deck, would be decent. Still no scoring cards here, and we haven't gotten any either. I assume he has Europe. I feel like he probably has Europe here. I think we'll hold Truman. Maybe still get Romania back. So a couple nasty pokes would, at least we have Truman, that's the thing. Pokes at France, I mean, but again, he doesn't know we have it. Need to get to Zaire, also fill in Venezuela here at some point. We have 3 ARs left, so Nasser will be an event. Probably this turn. I assume he's going to take Turkey and Canada to stop our domination, and we'll just event Nasser. And then maybe defectors to take Libya, and Formosan to take Venezuela and Zaire would be my guess. Just planning ahead here. Oh man, that's the last 4-op though. Let's see if he does what I think. Yes. Okay. He might have Asia also then. Let's play Nasser. We can't do anything about Asia. And we're also, we have a pretty decent position in the mid-war regions, so maybe I don't even need to worry about Libya yet. It's a 7-point dom. That's pretty good. Pretty good, pal. let's just do it. We want those points anyways. Defector's another interesting hold, but I don't want to give him Romania, so. Yeah, so Zaire here and Venezuela seem to make sense to me. There's definitely been an ops disparity so far, us getting purged the first time and him getting containment the second time, although he already had 3 ops and a 4 op, so fascinating. Suez headline would also give us Europe Dom if he doesn't protect the UK. Also kind of nice that he had NATO, so we aren't activating special right away. Okay, he's not getting his mill ops. That's good. That's 2 points back for us. Alright, that screams to me that he has Middle East. Or he thinks we have it. Okay, so the question is, does Formosan go to Zaire and Venezuela, or does Formosan go to Iraq? Which one? Which one? I think we're going to do this, just because I want to get a Dom somewhere. Alright, let's see if he has Middle East. Okay, it's 9 removed, 18 discarded. Oh yeah, he had Europe though. Okay, interesting. Okay. I think I might have screwed something up here. Ah, great. We got CIA. Fantastic. This keeps getting better and better, these draws. Korean War is a fantastic headline, assuming he... Israeli War. Okay, so he has... blockade, Vietnam Revolt, Suez, Middle East, and captured Nazis. So he doesn't have great cards either. I think I'm okay with just headlining Korean War here before he fills Japan or anything. Although if he's trying to event Europe here, okay, that's the other thing we could do, is we could sock govs him out of Italy. Fascinating. But CIA is a problem. CIA is a problem. I think we're gonna prioritize dropping CIA. I think. Okay, that was a. Oh, come on. Yep. All right. Couple awful coup rolls to start on Italy and Iran. An awful war there. At least we got our mill ops. And at least we got destall and decall, so he's going to get us out of here, I assume. He could also go for Venezuela, I guess. Or if he rolls high enough, he could stop our Middle East Dom, but I definitely would not think that's worth it. I hope he goes for Libya or Egypt. I don't think he will. And like I said, I don't think it'll be worth it even if he does. But now, it's also interesting. At times I feel like I might be able to... there's a 6 for him. Not what I would have done, but hey, it worked out for him. Okay. Removed 11. is, oh, CIA is not there yet. Alright. That's fascinating. Let's take this. Zaire is less pressing at the moment since he's not couing Angola. Very shocked by that move, but hey, you could do it. That's fine. Oh, Europe again. Okay, it's another point for us. Let's go ahead and block off some things and spread out here in case he decides to try and realign us. Oh, he does have a blockade at Suez, so he's going to probably... Yeah, Truman's not so bad since Europe's been scored again already. Oh, this was annoying, though. That those rolls have been really good for him. But at least we're in good shape in Central, great shape in Africa currently. And, I mean, there's room for us, things to improve for us in South America, especially if he doesn't get out of Venezuela, Junta, or ABM or Brush War or something to start. The mid-war would be very useful. Okay, there's NATO again, so that's not getting activated anytime soon. I don't like that. I don't think that's a good play. Just incentivizing me to get more points for the Middle East is all it is. And I can poke and prod, and I know you have, again, I know 4 of his last 5 cards: Suez, Vietnam, blockade, and Middle East scoring. So I'll take those points. I will take those points. In fact, I'm almost tempted to go to Uruguay because I don't think he wants to play any of those cards early. Blockade, maybe. I don't think he wants to coup with them, I mean. But... Yeah, Sakov's was okay here after Europe got scored, so... He could space twice, but that he would be holding blockade if he did that. Just going to have to give up on Asia. He doesn't have any other great regions aside from Asia, and the rest of ours are pretty decent. South America, again, could improve, but in general, things looking okay. Could space special. I don't think it's that important to us either way, though, since we're going to drop Truman anyway. Poke France, and Europe's been scored. Yeah, so many reasons not to care. Italy also a good target for a brush war, though Venezuela's currently probably better. CIA is out of the deck too, so there are things to celebrate here. Sakovs. It's not all pain. I really wonder if you can all hear me right now, because it hasn't been pretty lately, I'll say that. Speaking of not pretty, if he draws VOA right away, there's going to be some problems. I need to prep for that, I suppose. Okay, there's Middle East. Yeah, just give up. That's fine. give us our 4 points, and now we're closer to even. Okay, now Europe, like I said, is gone. We'll just do that. It's going to knock us out of Romania. That's fine. Get Truman out. He's going to give us Vietnam. We could take Burma to help Southeast Asia points, but again, there's not a lot of other really concerning things here. Might put some ops in South Africa, actually. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Again, this is a new mic, new-ish, within the past year, year and a half. So I don't know why there are problems. Okay, blockade, Suez. Vietnam is in his other card, and he has one other card. Okay. Burma can wait. It's not that important. Let's do this. Let's see if he doesn't. Make sure he doesn't overrun us. I only know Vietnam. This also helps. Helps for VOA. I think one Burma, one India here is fine. With probably Arab Israeli, since we can't do anything about Israel. Oh, it's China. Okay, is he gonna take India? Oh no, that makes sense too. Okay, let's do that, and he's gonna hold whatever his other card is. Vietnam Revolts is, I assume, getting played here. Okay, so we have 8 discarded, 14 removed. Okay, what are we missing? Discard cards. So many red. It's going to be a bad mid-war for us, I think. Suez. I got that, I think. To call Cambridge. Arab Israeli War. Okay, Vietnam revolts as predicted. Okay, so we're going to be 1 point behind here with decent position elsewhere. And adding the mid-war cards. Well, once again, we get garbage. I don't know how this keeps happening. Brezhnev is a great headline here, though. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of points for Brezhnev, and we'll be able to space OAS. Yeah, man. Boy, oh boy. Now, I really need to coup Venezuela here. Probably with Latin American. Okay. Brezhnev is our... And Ussuri is his, so he's taking the China card back. Okay. Alright, let's go for a big coup. A big coup. Did you hear me? Big coup. Not a 1 or a 2. How about a 4, 5, or 6? We got a 5. Okay, that's what we needed. Now, if he has ABM or Brush War or something, he'll have to waste it getting that back, which is good. Also, VOA would not kick us out of here entirely, so that's also good news for us. Let's see if he has something like that. Ussuri also out. Eventing, okay. Maybe he has Asia. Missed that. Now I could take that back now. In fact... that would not stop domination. I think it's a big investment to get one battleground. I think what's more important, actually, is VOA proofing this part. That is special. Now he has his mill ops, so I can try to start setting up DOMs in the Americas and Africa now. Boy, oh boy, there's some terrible cards in here, though. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm going to space OAS and hold duck and cover. Yeah, hold duck and cover. He could missile envy us or something. So, but this means I have to give either nuke subs or Asknot a turn early. Oh, maybe Asknot. Maybe I'll give Asknot a turn early. Also, I have to give our man, so bunch of garbage here. Bunch of garbage. I can't. I mean, am I like complaining too much? And I don't mean like, yeah, I complain a lot, but I'm just wondering in this particular match if I've really had it as rough with the cards as I feel like I have, because I did get both D cards. This is a decent turn. Pretty good. He got all 3 scorings too, and he got, yeah, okay, so maybe it's not. Maybe we're exaggerating here. He did get more ops. I mean, he got the Purge. I'm complaining. I got Brezhnev here too, so maybe I'm whining. I'm whining. I admit it, I'm whining, okay? Whining like a baby. Well, we know with our man in Asknot, he's not getting rid of Lone Gunman because we have Lone Gunman, so it's already getting gotten rid of, getting discarded for the late war. Taking his time with this one. NORAD. Fascinating. I don't know why he would break us here. Didn't even have Dom. Let's just space OAS. Since we can. Hey, we got it. We can use Lone Gunman to coup in Nicaragua or wherever he goes here. Okay, EU. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just do this now. Flower Power and Che. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's hope Kennedy is just as weak for him. All right, because he could get us out of here right away with voice. Let's go ahead and. All right, so three-pointer. Three-pointer. I think we overprotect this. Okay, lone gunman. Maybe Phil Chile? Okay, Willie Brandt coup. Okay, let's go ahead and take that back and maybe this back. Do we think he has Africa? Yeah, he can't. He can't stop our dom with a coup now. Anyway. Unfortunately, we have to give him Ascot anyway. But maybe he'll drop Africa first if he has it. He did have it! Yes! Yes! Okay, I made it so he couldn't stop Dom with a coup. And so... let's see what else he has. Now, I could take India with this if I wanted to. And then poke Pakistan with nuke subs or something. That would stop his Dom. Or South Korea. Nukes, Pakistan's probably better. But let's see what he drops. OPEC and Allende. Okay, well that means that I can do and should do 1, 2. Let's do this. There's not much red left in this deck. Please, please, missile envy me. Missile envy me right now. Southeast is good for him. Okay. And now we have to decide what we want to do with nuclear subs. Kind of like poking this. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's good. It's another card. I'm glad Africa got played before Nuke Subs was invented. He could flip Dom basically, or come close anyway. See if he goes for South America here. It's a good card to have for this situation. And oh, I mean that was overprotected. Why not Brazil or Mexico? At least he rolled as badly as we did. Okay, this is kind of a problem. I mean, not a huge problem, but VOA here would be really bad. I think we. No, but yeah, we have to do nuclear test ban because he could also have missile envy. I think it's very unlikely he headlines defectors here. Okay, that is. Okay, we'll just queue with missile envy. That's what we're gonna do. We'll do that. That. And guess we have to put one more in there because he could flip with the China card, or we just let him flip with the China card. That's also possible. Let's do that. Okay. ABM, duck and cover, missile envy. And now we will coup Panama. See if he flips with China right away. That's another one, but that's fine. Didn't have high expectations for that one. I think I'm going to keep decal in the back pocket for a little while. Bear trap we're not going to space until we see if we get a chance to one small step. Panama Canal returned is not a huge issue here. So Asia's still to score. He's probably going to flip Pakistan, but he doesn't have to. No, maybe he should. I mean, he should just take India here because brush war could kill this. I have no access to Japan, and the U.S.-Japan is still somewhere. So, no, he doesn't know that I can't really take India right here either. So, but that's what he should do in this situation. If he has VOA though, that could affect things. Over us doing ABM here was helpful. Maybe he takes us out of Mexico. Maybe I put one more in Mexico if he doesn't VOA us out right here. Yeah, since I redrew decal and also got Portuguese, it's almost like I wish I had not put any extra here in Zaire. If he VOAs me out, then I can just come back in. Colonials will be okay here. I just probably repair the damage in Africa. Got 3 1-ups here. Kitchen is not active. That was a good thing I have headlined ABM, because he did have missile envy. Something I forget about a lot. Should be more afraid of missile envy than defectors in the mid-war. That's darn tootin'. But no, I didn't give him defectors. That was early war. Also, fortunate for us, again, we need to be counting our lucky stars a little bit more than we have been. Ask Not and our man didn't get rid of that much. Allende, which we basically made up for already. Flower Power, Che, and one other card, I think, which was not that terrible. OPEC. OPEC would have been 5 points for us. That was a good card for him to get rid of, but our scorings are all still out there. Got a good situation here. This is a long turn. It's got to be something like VOA. Thinking what's better for him. I probably would do Mexico. If he has South America scoring, I might do Brazil and Argentina, but that's still going to be a pretty bad situation for him. I mean, be better, I suppose. But like 4, maybe from 4 points, from 10 points to 4 points. Okay, well, again, he doesn't know if we have a 4-op, so probably not worth it. Salt. Okay, that was not what I expected. I wonder if he was considering eventing that. Okay. Let's VOA protect ourselves here. And China protect ourselves here. He has Asia, that's good for him. He'll get some points from it. Would love to get brush war. Now Italy is a great target. He's got a few good targets for brush war, which includes Pakistan, Mexico, maybe Libya, any of the 2 stabs in South America. Probably, let's see, I have 4 countries in Asia. I'm not stopping his Dom. He has 9 and we have 4. But we could still create problems for him by breaking Thailand. Maybe, I don't know though. There's so many 1-ops here in this hand. Asia, Central America, South America is what we have left, right? Yes. Okay. Let's put the cards into our hand that we have. Really love for him to space and do so successfully. Give us some things to do with these cards. I mean, we could be a pain with decall because we can break South Africa and Algeria also. Maybe Laos, also give ourselves another potential brush target on Thailand, so he'd have a lot of things to fix if that was the case. Olympic Games. Okay, now I can't break Laos. It's like he heard us talking. Fantastic. Let's still do this, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Being as annoying as possible. He has coup targets, so there's no reason for us not to coup Colombia here at some point. Probably with kitchen debates. Though I don't think he's going to make up for the difference anytime soon with us having 4 Doms currently. Probably shouldn't be too cocky, though. You never know what's going to happen with like Sadat and Brush War and Junta. These things could happen. Voice and colonials. Lots of things could change. He just got 2 battlegrounds that turn, so. Okay. Give her that kitchen debates. coup with 5-year plan. All right, fine. Fine. I'll just coup again. Do I coup again? Maybe I put one more into Algeria. I'll let him drop South America for 8 if he wants. We will bury you to space. Be successful. Come on. All right. All right, so we're going to end with the bear trap space. And maybe get ourselves a peeky peek. Though this could be a problem if we pick up grain sales or VOA. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. And that's good too, though, like I said, it's also a little bit scary. Bear trap. Holding bear trap would have been helpful for things like voice and grain sales. Though Purge is still around, so you never know. You never know for sure. Okay, we did get voice. Got the other 2 scorings. We get to see his headline, which is probably going to be grain sales. Could be Junta, I suppose, or Brush, but we'll see. We have defectors anyways, doesn't matter when we're peaking. Should space shuttle, just to get closer to the get rid of a card section of the space race. Headlines. Maybe Asia. If he plays grain sales, I'll probably drop Asia. If he doesn't play... Okay, so I think we're going to do Central now instead. Yeah. Colonials and Central. Okay, I don't think we're changing anything in Asia, but... where do we coup here? I mean, I guess I could have tried to coup Panama, but... Before Central, I mean, but he probably has something else that he can use against me. We'll still coup Panama, I think. Poland is a little bit of a problem here. I suppose we could let him coup. I don't know how great of an idea that is. I think it's not great. Yeah, I think instead of cooing over here, let's just coup, make sure we get this back. Ooh, with a 1, wow. That was a bad roll. And I'm glad we used it there. Okay. Gotta fix Poland ASAP. May want to use the China card unless he gives us cultural right here. Could also go for South Korea here with the China card, which is probably better than messing around in Africa, or Europe for that matter. Yeah. Need to fix Poland. Probably put one more into Angola. But then I should China card jam South Korea, I think. Okay. And there's Quagmire. Okay, what are you doing with Quagmire? Haha, okay. Yes, I see what you're doing there, and I'm not a fan. I mean, I think if I were you, I'd do it, but it's still, I am not a fan. I don't like it. Okay. Comic-Con. We have Sadat is in our hand. Muslim. Now China card jam. South Korea. Okay. Just please don't have brush and go for Pakistan. That's all I say. I mean, that'd be annoying. That'd be kind of annoying. If he takes the U.S. Japan and just takes South Korea here, oh, that's a nice card too. So, yeah, we need to just. But do we take Angola back first? I think we probably do. Even though South African unrest is around, it's probably better. Then we drop Asia, and then we get rid of these other cards. Space Shuttle. Looks like he doesn't have either Junta or Brush, so we might draw at least one of them. Turn 7, or he's holding on. He could be holding on to one, of course. Could be. And we're going to give him Sadat here. I don't like that, but. Actually, I guess we don't have to. 5, 6, 7. We get to hold 2 cards. One of them is definitely going to be Voice. Yeah, I'd probably hold Sadat, actually. It's not too bad. There's Junta. Alright, so he did have Junta. Okay. I don't. I guess he's getting Asia anyway, so let's just take this back now. He's just going to get 1 extra point, I think. So, and we do this because we have to give Panama Canal, so that's fine. I was going to space it. I would have preferred to space it, but we need the ops, so. So now, yeah, still holding Voice and Sadat. Gotta give Asia here, though. He's also got a coup. Okay, Camp David left, Grain Sales, Nixon, Puppets, Alliance, and U.S. Japan. There's South African Unrest, which is a fail. We will drop Asia for 7 for him, so it's a little closer to even now. Though we still have 4 DOMs. So that's good. And then we're going to have to give Panama Canal here. Yeah. I think I want to put one more into France. I think that's the best thing. Brazil's not bad either, but I think I like France better. Arms race coup. Low roll, but good enough. And protect the France. All right, what's your final play? Break something in South America. Oh, Nixon. Yeah. Oh boy. Now we have voice and grain sales, so that's... He knows about both of them, of course. Puppets, Camp David, U2 incident, U.S.-Japan, Quagmire's a redraw. He got Brush War, How I Learned. Okay, so he has Alliance for Progress, not worth any points. Brush War could be worth something. How I Learned, Lib Theo, and Cultural, and we have Peak, so we also have Quagmire and Comic-Con. Oh, this is bad. This is a bit of a problem. Now, he doesn't know about Quagmire, but what else am I going to headline here? I mean, I think it's got to be Quagmire, even though it's gives us a chance to kind of fix things up before he... Oh man, I probably have to give him grain sales too. Suppose I can hold VOA a little longer, but... So Brush War and Quagmire. Probably going to go for Brazil here. It's probably the right move also. We don't give grain sales right away, I don't think. Okay, that's a good hit for him. Do we try to flip? Could we make it so that we can flip something? Gives us the China card. Yeah, there's just so bad. These options are just horrible, horribly bad. Everything's overprotected for him too, which is kind of weird. All right, we're gonna give Sadat. So here's what we do. Let's go ahead and jam Iran with this. and then give him grain sales. See if he gets voice. That'd be great if he picked voice. Oh, that's a little disappointing because I could have gone for South Korea. I could have gotten it. That was Portuguese. Wow. Okay. Portuguese Empire crumbles. No, let's do this first because I don't want him to coup with it. So let's do 1, 2. No. Okay. Now let's go ahead and just do this. Okay. Ah, should have done that before. Should have done that before. Also, before I give up Voice of America, I need to put one more in Libya. There's Liberation Theology, okay. Liberation Theology. Okay. Alright, so now we give grain sales. And we probably take Iran. Alright, so you want to give Camp David? I don't know. I don't know what you want to do with that. You probably want to coup in Africa. Probably want to coup in Africa. Oh, wow. I did not expect that at all. That was one of the last things I would have expected. Okay. Alright, let's do that. That was very surprising. Okay, grain sales out, Camp David out. Fantastic. But we are going to have to give a Voice of America, sadly. Sadly but truly. Probably actually do it before Sadat. Giving up all of these cards. Okay, give us the China card. Good. So now it's in our hand for the rest of the game, as long as we want it anyway. Keep that domination. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, all right. Got to protect against VOA. I think that's how we do it. I think that's how we do it. Can't space any of these cards. Could have spaced Japan, but U.S.-Japan. But we didn't. We had other things going on. I think we give up VOA here. Okay, give us a point with that. Fine, fine. Okay, good first roll for us. Good second roll for us. And good third roll for us. Wow, that did not work out for our friend. Okay, now VOA's even better, I think. Brush War's in the discard pile, so... Yeah, lots of bad cards in the discard pile. That's great. I mean, Grain Voice, Camp David, Brush War. I'd rather Brush War be in the discard pile than the deck, because I'm doing well enough in this game that I don't need it for myself, and I need him to not have it. is what I need. Okay. Fascinating that he could Iran. That was not... That was pretty inconsequential. I mean, I guess... Yeah, we could have preserved Dom, I guess, but I would have couped Africa, flipped domination. It's an 8-point swing. The Middle East ones might have been a 3-point swing, maybe. And it was harder to get go his way, so. I do like having control of the China card for the rest of the game. I might not get my mill-ops here. If he takes out of Egypt and Libya, I have to fill Egypt with voice and probably Libya with puppets. I guess I could coup somewhere with Sadat, but that's still only one mill-op. I don't think he's going to do that, though, so we might still get our mill-ops. He'll probably take out of Argentina, maybe take 2 out of Zaire and 2 out of Angola. Maybe take out of Pakistan. Had to put 2 in Nigeria just so he couldn't remove us from the country. The dangers of being far on the space trace, the space track for the USSR. Having to play grain sales and voice in the same turn. Yeesh. Could have held grain sales, but that is dangerous. At this point of the game, with more and more DEFCON cards coming out, and no guarantee that we were going to get Star Wars or the China card from him, I feel like this was the way to go. See if it comes back to bite us. We shall see. Taking his time with this one. Still know that he has Alliance or Progress and How I Learned. And 3 unknowns. So he could take 2 out of Angola and 2 out of Zaire. We put 1 back in each, and then he flips one of them to flip Dom in Africa. That would be a good move for him. Syria. Wow. Wow. Okay. Not much. I don't care so much about with Muslim around and Iranian hostage crisis. I can't get back into Syria. I could put 2 back in Iraq, I suppose. Or I just use this chance to coup. Maybe we do. What's this chance here? Not great, but at least it would be a start. Let's give up on the Middle East. Let's just phone in the Middle East. Okay. That's good. See if he tries realigns again. If he does, we just, yeah, he's not going to try them. He shouldn't try them again, but he might. NATO, he's drawn that card 3 times. That is fine. That is completely fine for me. I don't care. Let's do this though, get our Dom back as long as we roll high enough. We did not roll high enough. Great! Okay, so, Alliance and How I Learned. Oh, How I Learned, he could be trying to get those points at the end, so we should probably coup with puppets. I mean, we should coup, Columbia with puppets, I suppose. Alright, so now he has 2 dominations on board, and we have 2 dominations, so the game is much closer, though. Okay, here's your chance again. Okay, good for us. That is okay for us, and okay, that's good. Wow, we got really lucky with those realigns. Alright, well, we dodged a couple bullets that time. A pretty rough turn altogether. Man, if I had he knows our cards, I guess. But if I had a 3-op, I could take Egypt right back and stop his domination. So I feel like that was not the wisest move. Nice stopping our Africa. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I still should coup Colombia. Beautiful. All right, so we got that Dom back. I don't think he's going to stop it. He did stop Africa. So I have 2 dominations. He has 2 dominations. I'm ahead in. Oh, well, that was a good move for him then. Great move for him. Holding on to How I Learned and something else. Okay, so now War Games territory. We got Lone Gunman. Perfect. Okay. So we're not winning that way. Yeah. So what we should do here is we should excuse me. We should headline Lone Gunman, coup somewhere, and then fill Egypt to stop his Dom. That makes sense. Also would give us a few points. Oh, come on. That's annoying. Okay. That's a purge. Oh, that's annoying. Annoying. Actually, no, this is a great time to use, no, I think we have to do this. See what he has. Take the stab at Egypt and hope we can fill it with Iron Lady instead of, oh boy. It's a good hand. That is a good hand. He got Aldrich, he got ABM, so ABM is good for him. ABM. Aldrich Ames. How I Learned, which we know about. East European, also annoying card. Europe. Assume he's going to drop Europe. Suez. And Marine Barracks bombing. So there's a couple of problems in there, but in general. Oh, and South African also. South African unrest. Okay. We still coup Egypt with this card and probably miss. But 4, 5, or 6 is good. We didn't get it. So now I could fill Egypt with the China card, but I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to go for Indo-Pakistani War on India. Hope for 4, 5, or 6. That time we got it. Beautiful. That time, oh, we got it. Now, he could ABM me out of other places. Get 3 points for OPEC here, which I think I'm going to take. Chernobyl will be our last play. Iron Lady's a good card to fix Argentina. See if he ABMs Argentina. Guess we're holding OAS. Interested to see what card he gets rid of. I guess it'd be Europe. Could be Suez, though, or Marine Barracks. Not going to let him get points with how I learned. We'll let him get a Africa domination with it if he wants, but that's already been scored. It'd just be for final. With ABM, I mean. Getting ABM is helpful for him, but we will make sure to coup another time. I mean, teardown would be painful here for us, for sure. Though we are peaking. Oh, wow. I also thought he might event that, but not doing it, because that could give him Europe Dom. Well, it could, I suppose, but... Alright, so what do we want to do first? Let's go ahead and event this. We want to get the points there. Nothing to space when we're purged. No, his last play would be Aldrich, so he wouldn't. I don't think he would play how I learned at the end. Unless he wanted to hold our Aldrich, but there's the ABM. Go for Africa. Ooh, oh, another big miss. So I've had some big ones, and he's had some big ones. I am fortunate with that. We do not want him to flip while we are purged. Probably need to coup Cameroon here. Protect Africa a little bit. Iron Lady also fine to play whenever. Suez to space, okay. That's successful. Well, he doesn't have one small step. We know that he doesn't. Let's go ahead and protect Nigeria a little bit. Try anyway. Okay. All right. He has has 6 countries in Europe, and we have 5. However, a well-timed sock govs. Well, I guess we won't be able to do sock govs because of Iron Lady, so never mind that. But Reformer would be useful. Pershing. Okay, how I learned for a coup, so he's not raising DEFCON with it. And he's going to play... So you got Aldrich, South African Unrest, Marine Barracks, and Europe. So he's got some crap here. Let's go ahead and give him another point, but also protect Nigeria a little bit. Okay. So special and then Chernobyl, and we'll hold OAS. We need to space soon for next, though, because I think, yeah, One Small Step is back in the deck. We don't want him to leapfrog us. Star Wars would be a huge problem for us if we drew that and he drew One Small Step. So, yeah, we are not going to let that happen. Okay. Yeah, just do Egypt. Make him fix it. Make him fix it. Special. What are we doing with special here? Our special K. I think we get a coup in Africa again. Or, actually, probably protect France in this case. Yeah. I think we just put this in France. Yeah, let's just do that. Couing in Africa, not so great when it's been scored. Chernobyl, also question. That might be a coup in Africa. I don't see anything else that makes a lot of sense here. Question is, getting rid of Europe or getting rid of South African with Aldrich? He's getting rid of Europe. Okay. Interesting. Europe. Only 1 point. South African just gave me Dom. Although he can fix it, I suppose. Is there anything annoying we can do with Chernobyl? We probably should poke West Germany, just make him fix it, because if... Yeah, if... Or this. Does this give us Dom also? It does give us Dom. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that better, actually. Okay. Up by 10 here. Let's see what he does with Aldrich. Maybe coup in Africa. Maybe poke somewhere. Poke. Probably not going to poke Cuba. Yep. Wasn't a Dom, so I don't know. I think I probably would have scored Europe, though. Points are an issue right now, so. But I mean, as opposed to like South African or something. Yep, because then that happens. Alright, so OAS in my hand. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Junta realign of. Oh, we also have Muslims. That's fun. And we have Reformer. Oh man. There's some interesting thoughts here. Now Bear Trap is a problem. But it probably cause problems for him at the same time. Let's Junta. Junta here. And coup here. We got a 1, which that's fine. Let's hold Cal in case he wants to play Missile Envy again. Okay, we're out in 1. That's good. Oh, we should space Soviets ASAP. So we should do that before we score Europe. Score South America, I mean. Star Wars. Okay, so he doesn't have one small step, or he would have tried to play that first. In that case, I will. I think we do this. We'll take Iraq if we have a choice. I mean, it's easier, but Iraq for Iranian hostage crisis could come along. We should play the Reformer though, because it does. Glasnost is an issue for him. I don't usually think about that. Like, oh, I have to get Reformer out quickly. I just realized I'm talking to my hand, so I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Let's stop this dumb. And see what happens next. South America and then Reformer, or Reformer and then South America. Let's do South America first, unless he plays Glasnost. Well, yeah. Let's do South America first. So glad that Star Wars is out of the way too. That's an annoying card. Duck and cover coup. Okay. Sounds good. Let's do that. Oh, we do also have to coup. Does he have our arms race? I don't know. I stopped tracking. I didn't stop caring, but I did stop tracking. So we should coup though. Coup. Gonna try and realign me out of Nigeria. Okay. Okay. He's been really bad, those realigns. In fact, we should realign him out of here, but we don't have the cards, the time to do it. Reformer's got to be played. Soviets, Cal's got to go to space. Okay. Well, not going to space anymore. We're gonna play OAS instead. But let's do this first, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we'll give him OAS. Well, I wonder what he does with it. Glad he took that instead of, glad he took Cal instead of, Reformer. This is all over but the crying, I think. Although, oh, there's that. I don't draw war games anymore. I never draw war games. I'm not sure why. I would not have put that card there unless he's going to space Iran Hostage Crisis right here. The last like 5 games, feels like. At least 3, maybe 4 or 5. War games has not shown up in my hand, but it has shown up in my opponent's hand. Doesn't matter if I'm ahead or behind. I never get it. I'm complaining again. Why am I complaining? I'm tired. I'm so tired. Let's just end this game. It's been going for an hour and 37 minutes. And you're all probably bored. Really hope you're watching on extra speed, though. Okay, so this is going to be a coup here. And that's a good enough coup. Might have poked Cuba there, but then again, I do have good realigns, so. Let's see what happens. Don't know any of his cards. We don't know any of his cards. Spacing Che. And our peak is gone. And this is the final countdown. Okay, can we win here without taking this to final? I suppose we could headline Summit. And then go with We Will Bury You. Where is, we don't know where UN is, though. Glasnost also worth 2 points. Space worth points. We should do this. Because Cal is out. Let's get the points. Let's get dumb points. And then try to space. Let's see. Central and Middle East, the only cards left. So he could have Iran-Iraq War. Haven't seen that. Is Junta back in the deck? I think it is. No, it's not. All the power cards are out. Missile Envy still around. Missile Envy would be good for him. Oh. Yeah, no, we should play Glasnost here, I think. Because then he has to UN if he has it. Otherwise, we win. Glasnost also helps us break things and cause just general problems. That's a guaranteed 2 points, yeah. I'm late. I'm not thinking properly. One more influence. Let's put it here, because we're going to have to play Solidarity, probably. Unless we win here. Does he have UN? That's the question. Does he have UN? If he does have UN, he gets the coup. What cards are left? The chance of him having it. Not too bad. 1 and 3, about. Yeah, it's definitely still in the deck. Or in his hand. He's playing slowly, so maybe he does have it. He does have it. What do you know? He's in. Oh, man, he could have cooed. He forgot he could have cooed. Okay. Well, that's also fine. Let's coo that then. Should have cooed it. All right. Now we're going to space shuttle unless he spaces first. This might go to the very end, folks. It might make it all the way to the end. He probably has to fix Egypt before he spaces. What do we need? We need a 1 through 3, 50-50 shot. Unless he spaces here. He's not spacing. He's not eventing it. He's taking Egypt back. So here is our chance. Let's see if we can get it for the win here in turn 10. Nope. Nope, we're going to all the way to final. All the way to final. Yeah, he had UN. We missed our space. Fine. Gonna get his Middle East Dom back. Nope. Not yet, anyway. Alright, see if we can get a Europe Dom. Just keep him busy. Keep him busy. As long as we possibly can. We should also overprotect Zaire. Should overprotect Zaire. Okay. That would have also stopped our Dom, but I think he found something more valuable than that. Let's, yeah, let's do that, and let's do that. Alright, it's going to be, I guess, Solidarity at the end, because we're not getting Dom here anyways, and I don't think there's any way he is. Oh, that's nice. I mean, decent. Okay, so, how can we be aggressive here? Let's do this first, I think. Yeah. No, we're going to use Solidarity. That's fine. We can use Solidarity. Yep. Yep. Okay. Make him coup back. And then I guess we jam Panama with the China card, probably. It's a long video. Got 3 dominations. Cooing with kitchen, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, over there. What? Really? Okay. So here's what we do. Poke him there. I think that's it. I think that's fine. That's fine. He has 1 card left because he used UN. What is it? That was pretty passive, but we're so far ahead it doesn't matter. Double break over here just costs 1 op to fix. It is Cambridge 5. And yeah, stops the Dom. Up by 10, we win by 26. Alright, thanks for joining. I'm not going to say anything else. Catch you later.